Class 7 ICSE, Subject English, Topic Bravo Manju.
A very happy morning, children. Welcome back to our English class. Children, in the last session, we saw about the poem Govinda's Disciple. So, in that poem, we discussed about the Guru Govinda and his disciple Raghunath. Hope you all have completed your assignment. Okay. So, today we are going to start a fresh chapter. So, before getting into the chapter, I am going to show you the pictures of certain personalities. What you are going to do is you have to observe it carefully and you are going to tell me what are all the things which inspired you.
Children, do you know who is she? You have seen in TV shows and many serials and all? Yes, she is Sudha Chandran, and to say about her, she met with an accident when she was just 16, and a small wound in her ankle was plastered. However, it became infected and could not be cured. Her leg had to be amputated, it was to be taken out, and Sudha overcame her disability by getting a prosthetic, that is Jaipur foot, and she became one of the most acclaimed classical dancers of the country, and she performed internationally too and has been an inspiration to many. Now, say the next person, children. He is Girish Sharma. He lost a leg in the train accident, but he became badminton champion. He can cover the entire badminton court effortlessly on a single strong leg, and he did not let his disability come in his way. So then the next person is Javed Abidi. So he has been a wheelchair user since he was 15, and nerve damages in the spinal cord do not allow him to walk. And he studied hard, went abroad to finish his education, and pursued his dreams of becoming a journalist. And he has been actively engaged with disability rights for years and is director of the National Center for Promotion of Employment for the Disabled People in India, as well as the founder of the Disability Rights Group. So, children, we have seen many people. I have showed you many photos of some persons. Okay. So, what you will learn from them? So, the strength does not come from the physical capacity or ability of a person, it comes from the indomitable will within us. So, this is a popular quote by our father of a nation, Mahatma Gandhi ji. So, nothing comes from our physical ability, children. It only comes from what is within us. So, whatever problems comes in your life, what you have to say, I can and I will. You have to have that thought inside you. Okay. So, this is the main thought apt for this lesson. And now let's get into the story.
So, children, the name of our chapter is Bravo Manju. What do you mean by Bravo? Bravo means excellent, good. And Manju is the name of the girl. So, this story is written by Srigun Srivatsan. So, first, let's see about the author.
So, students, she is the author Srigun Srivatsev, and she was born in 1943. She is an Indian author and artist of German origin, and her stories for 12 to 14-year-old depict with rare sensitivity a child's feelings, dreams, joys, and fears. As an artist, she has many picture books to her credit. Her writing reflects a strong social consciousness about the environment, the plight of the differently abled, and poverty.
So, children, now first let's see about the main characters in the lesson. So, Manjula Parikar, the girl, and Amol, her brother, and Mr. and Mrs. Parikar, that is Manjula's father and mother, and Richard Belanger. So, about Richard Belanger, we are going to see an article published in the newspaper. So, he is only coming as an article in the newspaper. So, now about the gist of this story. So, here you have a girl named Manjula, and what is special about her is she is having two hands but with only two fingers. Okay, and she loves painting, and her mother and brother were proud of her because of all the painting and other artistic works done by her. But her father wanted her to learn cooking and stitching instead of painting. So this made her worry a lot. So after that, she reads an article about Richard Belanger, who was a saucer player. After that, her confidence gets soared up and she becomes a different human being. So, like Manjula, we also have to be blooming up with our difficulties. So, difficulties will make us stronger. Okay, children. So, now let's get into the lesson.
So, children, now let's read in page number 16. Okay. So, Manjula Parika knew she would never paint like Hussein, not with those fingers, just two on each hand. Handling brushes was no problem, and her problem was the cost of the materials she would need. Mummy, she asked one evening while helping her mother in the kitchen after dinner, do you think I could? She paused nervously. I could have some extra money tomorrow. What do you need it for? Asked her mother gently, rinsing the dishes. So, here Manjula is a girl who has only two fingers on each hand, okay? And she thought she would never paint like Hussein. And handling brushes was not a problem for her. The only problem was about the money, okay, about the cost of the materials needed. So, while her mother was washing dishes, she just asked her mother, Mother, could I have some extra money tomorrow? So mother replied, what for you asking, dear? Okay. And Mrs. Parika looked at her daughter searchingly. What do you mean by searchingly? In a questioning manner. After some time, she pressed some money into Manjula's hands. Go ahead and buy whatever you need, dear. Have fun and show me the painting. So, mother was encouraging her like anything. Okay. And Manjula showed her first painting to her mother the very next day. Manjula cried her mother, dropping her needlework in surprise. Why, that is beautiful. I didn't know you were so good. You must show it to Papa, he'll be impressed. And Manjula returned to her brushes and paints. Nobody had asked Manjula what she wanted for her 13th birthday. Yet she got all she had secretly wished for. Usually, for your birthday, also, you'll be having some surprises, isn't it, children? Likewise, here, Manjula's parents also is going to surprise her. So, oh, mummy, cried Manjula, overwhelmed, overjoyed. A set of artist watercolors. Thank you so much. So, she's happy like anything seeing the watercolors. So, watercolors was a present of whom, children? Her mother. And this is from your father. Her mother pressed a book in her hands. So, father gave her a book. Painting Step by Step is the name of the book which her father gifted. And Manjula jumped in excitement, her dark eyes shining with happiness. Oh, Papa, I could never have dreamt of this, she said. You wouldn't have dreamt of my present either, said her brother Amol with a mischievous smile. What a sweet brother, isn't it, children? He pulled her to her bedroom, and Amol lifted the pillow for her, and there, tied with a pink ribbon, lay 3 watercolor brushes. So, seeing that, she felt very, very happy. So, sable hair, said her brother, artist quality. So, sable hair means what, children? So, have you seen a paintbrush? You'll be having the hair in the top, isn't it? So the hair was a sable, soft and a furry animal. Okay, so it is used in an artist brush. So that is only known as a sable hair. So Manjula studied the new book from cover to cover and soon used up all her papers. And she knew for good watercolor paintings, she needed special watercolor paper which was expensive. What is expensive? Expensive means costly. But she asked her mother anyway. It's not a matter of a few sheets, said Mr. Parikar wearily. When Mrs. Parikar spoke to him after dinner, after watercolors it will be oils, then canvases and what not. And why doesn't she learn something more useful like cooking or stitching? With those hands of hers, she'll never become an artist. So please, cried her mother, don't say that ever again. So her father was saying that instead of doing all these things, why can't she cook and stitch? So hearing this, mother felt bad and said, please don't say that ever again. Manjula, who had heard the conversation, returned to her room. She bundled up the watercolors and the 3 brushes and tucked them away into the farthest corner of her cupboard. So here tuck means push them away. Okay, children. She just pushed it away to the corner of the cupboard. Mother, she said the next day, coming into the kitchen, do you need some help in cooking? Now mother is asking, why Manju? Her mother looked at her in surprise, glimpsing the pain in her eyes. What is glimpsing? Noticing the pain in her eyes. Sometimes you smile, but you hide all the sadness inside within you, isn't it? So that is glimpsing the pain here. So because, said Manjula in a steady voice, as she could manage, because I stopped painting and I think cooking is a useful thing. But why? Amol was shocked. Who was Amol? Amol was Manjula's brother. I thought you would enter the on the spot painting competition in November at my school. You would have easily bagged the first prize. Here, bagged means won the first prize. So, Amol is asking her sister to participate in what competition? On the spot painting competition, which is going to be held in November month. And Manjula was through with art. Okay, through with art means what? Had given up art forever. Art means painting here. She had given it up for good. However, much it hurt, however much. So she said she wants to stop and she wants to obey her father and she wants to learn cooking. Manju, her mother's voice, reached her from far away. Will you give me a hand? Your papa is going to Mumbai next week. I have to take out his suit from the trunk. So, mother is asking Manju to help her, okay? And Manjula helped her mother take down the steel trunk. Mrs. Parikar opened it but then shut it again. She turned to Manju decisively. Decisively means in a manner of convincing her. Manju, I would like to talk to you. So she's starting the conversation. Mother, please, interrupted the girl. Stop. The girl stopped her and her dark eyes were burning. Don't, she said. Mrs. Parikar gripped her daughter firmly by the shoulders and looked her straight in the eye. Her voice firm with determination, she said, Don't give in, Manju. There is so much in you that the other girls don't have. Let it come up, even if you have to fight. Fight, Manju, fight. Okay, she's saying to fight. And Manju's throat was thick with tears, and she turned away from her mother and dashed to her room, flinging herself. Here, flinging means throwing herself on the bed and burying her face in the pillow. When at last she sat up, her eyes fell on the newspaper cutting on the table. Strange, she thought. So what is strange? Strange means an unusual thing, okay? And I didn't keep it there, puzzled. Puzzled means confused. She picked it up and read. Playing football with artificial feet. The bold heading screamed at her. So she was stunned looking at the heading in the newspaper. In New Hampshire, she read on. Richard Belanger, who had lost his feet in a train accident, decided to play football with artificial feet. His coach thought it was ridiculous and his parents did not like it, but Belanger stuck to it and made it to the Nashua team as a defender. Manjula dropped the clipping. What a brave boy, she thought. He didn't give up and he played on despite what the other people said. Perhaps her mother was right. So, after reading this article, she was so much inspired and she just dropped the clipping and she appreciated the boy. And he didn't give up, she said, and he played on despite what other people are going to say. So, likewise, children, you should not be afraid of the outside world. You should be confident about yourself. Okay. She had to fight on like Richard Belanger. Manjula walked over to her cupboard, hunted through the pile of cloths, and pulled out her colors and brushes. On the day of the on the spot painting competition, shortly after breakfast, her brother said, I'm off, Ma. Ratan and I are helping at the entrance gate, and they are expecting a big crowd. Turning to Manjula, he said casually, Pity you aren't coming. I'm sure you would have won the prize. So his brother is saying, Surely, if you have come, surely I am sure you would get a prize there. I might still win one, Manjula replied as casually as she could. Manju, does this mean you are participating? Amul jumped up and hugged Manjula. I knew you would do it. I was sure you wouldn't give in. So, like Manjula's brother, you also should encourage your siblings. Okay. Manjula freed her hands and answered softly. If Richard Belanger could do it, why not Manjula Parikar? Her brother looked at her. A broad smile spread over his face. Richard Belanger? Mrs. Parikar asked, surprised. Who's Richard Belanger? Richard Belanger, spoke Manjula and her brother together. Plays football with artificial feet. Isn't that something great, children? So, this is the great thing. You have to take others as inspiration in your life and you have to bloom with beautiful colors. Okay, children, and that's the lesson. And now let's discuss the comprehension questions in your textbook. So, right, true or false? Manjula was 13 years old. The answer is true. She was very fond of painting. Manjula was very fond of painting. Is that true? Yeah. And third one, she wanted to help in cooking because she loved eating good food. No. Answer is false. She never felt discouraged about her handicap. No. She had felt the pain, isn't it? So you have to write false there. And Manjula was a football fan. No. She wanted to learn only painting. Her brother encouraged her to continue painting. Yes, the answer is true. Now, Roman letter B, read the sentences and answer the questions. We have already discussed during the before sessions. So, I will send you the answers along with the assignment. You just go through. Okay, children? So, children, now let's discuss the question answers. So, how were Manjula's hands different? So, Manjula's hands were different because she had just 2 fingers on each hand. Now, to the second question. What presents did she get for her birthday? So, Manjula received a set of artist watercolors, a book painting step by step, and 3 watercolor brushes from her brother. Okay. And why did Manjula decide to give up painting and take up cooking? So Manjula decided to give up painting when she overheard her father saying that she could not be an artist because of her hands, and he had suggested that she take up something useful like cooking, and so she offered to help her mother. Fourth question. How did her mother and brother encourage her to continue painting? Her mother reminded her of her potential and encouraged her to fight. And Amol, her brother, placed a newspaper cutting on her table, and the report was about Richard Belanger, a boy with artificial feet who played football. And Amol hoped that it would inspire Manjula to continue painting. Fifth question. Who kept the newspaper cutting on Manjula's table and why? So, Amol's Manjula's brother kept the newspaper cutting on her table, hoping that the inspirational story of Richard Belanger would encourage her to continue painting. The last question. Why did Richard Belanger's life story inspire Manjula? So, Richard Belanger had artificial feet and yet he played football against the odds. His story was similar to Manjula's, whose hands were different. His success restored Manjula's faith in her abilities and encouraged her to fight to learn painting. So, children, you have to complete Roman letter D, E, F, and G from your textbook, okay? And I'll be sending you the answers along with your assignment. And now we are going to revise the grammar topic, types of sentences. And we have already learned about what is an independent and a dependent clause in the last session. So now let's see about the types of sentences. So now we are going to see what is a simple sentence. So a simple sentence has just one clause. Example, Amol lifted the pillow for her sister. Okay, so here you have only one clause. So next one is a compound sentence. So a compound sentence is made of two independent clauses that are joined by words such as though, or, and, nor, for, but, yet, or, so. So either clause can stand alone as a sentence. An example, Mrs. Parikar gripped her daughter firmly and she looked her straight in the eye. So here the conjunction and is used. So here this sentence is a compound sentence. You have two independent clauses which are joined by the conjunctions there. Okay, children? So they are coordinating conjunctions. The next one will be the complex sentence. So a complex sentence is made of more than one clause, okay? An independent clause and one or more dependent clause. So first, for a simple sentence we had only one clause, and for a compound sentence we had two independent clauses which were joined by the conjunctions, and for a complex sentence we have more than one clause, that is an independent clause and one or more dependent clause. Okay, children? And the clauses in such a sentence are connected by words such as because, after, before, since, although, when, that, which, or who.
Example, when at last she sat up, her eyes fell on a newspaper cutting. So, when at last she sat up, so that will be the dependent clause. And her eyes fell on a newspaper cutting, that is the main clause or an independent clause there. Okay, children. Now, let's see some exercises given in your textbook. So children, now let's discuss the exercises given in page number 21. So write simple, compound or complex for these sentences. First one, though Manjula was talented, she was not sure that she would be able to paint well. So what type of sentence it is? It is a complex sentence. Next one, when Manjula showed her first painting to Miss Parikar, she was surprised. So what sentence it is? You're having the word then. When you have the words such as though, when, after, before, since and all, what type of sentence it is? It is a complex sentence. Third one, Manjula read the newspaper cutting about Richard Belanger. So what sentence it is, children? It is a simple sentence because it has only one clause. Fourth one, Mr. Parikar was afraid because he would have to spend more money on the items used for painting. So it is a complex sentence. Fifth one, the on-the-spot painting competition was to be held at Amol school. Yeah, it is a simple sentence. Sixth one, Manjula was determined not to give up, so she participated in the on-the-spot painting competition. So here the conjunction so is used. So what sentence it is? It is a compound sentence. Okay children, I have given a separate video link for these types of sentences. Kindly do watch it if you cannot understand. Okay, and now Roman letter I, you can write it on your own, and they have given you to what type of sentence you have to complete it. Okay children. So children, we have come to the end of the session. So write your classwork neatly without making any spelling mistakes, and as usual I want you all to send a voice message for at least one paragraph, right? So have a great day children. Thank you one and all.